Program Bachelor of Science first year, subject Botany, semester 2, course code BOC 102, course title Biodiversity 2, Vascular Plants. Welcome students, I am Pooja Sakalkar, Assistant Professor at Kamal College of Art, Science and Commerce for Women, NUE. Today we will look at module Typification and Author Citation from the unit Botanical Nomenclature. To give you a brief outline of this lecture, we will begin with typification, understanding its categories and importance, and later we'll look at author citation, its rules and importance. This module defines typification and author citation. It outlines the categories of typification. It explains the rule of author citation, and it lists the importance of typification and author citation. Introduction to typification. When a species is described as new, the author must indicate a representative specimen on which the description of the new species is based. This representative specimen is called as the nomenclatural type or simply type, and the methodology is called typification. Sometimes, however, the specimen cannot be preserved. In such cases, illustration or figure or description may become the type. It is strictly recommended to designate and deposit the holotype in a permanent responsible herbarium that is recognized. It is also required to indicate as typus or holotypus the nomenclatural type along with the description or diagnosis of the taxon. The type of a genus is a species and that of a family is a genus. Principle of typification does not apply to names of taxa above the rank of family. Now let us understand the various typification categories. The most important of all is of course the holotype, but besides that there are other types like the isotype, paratype, syntype, lectotype, neotype, epitype. Let us look at each one of them. As I told earlier, holotype or type is a specimen chosen by the author as the nomenclatural type. Isotype is a duplicate of the holotype. If several branches of a tree are collected at the same time, one specimen is chosen as the type and the rest becomes the isotype. Paratype is the specimen cited with the original description other than the holotype or the isotype. Sometimes the author cites two or more specimens as type. Such specimens become syntypes if they are not individually designated as type. Lectotype is a specimen selected from the original material to serve as nomenclatural type when the holotype was not designated at the time of publication or if the holotype is lost or destroyed. Neotype is a specimen selected subsequent to the description of the species to serve as a nomenclatural type if no original specimen exists or is missing. Epitype is a specimen selected to serve as a type when the holotype, lectotype or previously designated neotype is demonstrably ambiguous and cannot be critically identified for the purpose of application of the name to a taxon. So those are the various kinds of typification categories. Now let us understand the importance of typification. Typification serves as a diagnostic standards for comparison of specimens. It also provides stability leading to a regulated and unambiguous nomenclature. Now let us look at what author citation means. Author citation refers to the name of the plant researcher who validly described the taxon. The name may be abbreviated if it is too long. It may refer to one or more authors. The names of the author should never be underlined or typed in italics. You can see here the examples. Coffee Arabica was first described by Linnaeus, so it is the author citation is shown as Lin, that is abbreviated form of Linnaeus. Polyalthia refusans was described by Hooker F and Thomson. As you can see here, there is an initial after Hooker hook, that is to show that there are more than one Hooker, so an initial is used to show the distinction. Now let us look at the rules of author citation. When two or more authors publish a new taxon jointly, their names are linked by et or end. As you can see here, Delphinium viscosum was published by Hooker F and Thomson. So you can write it as Hook F et Thomson or Hook F and Thomson. The next rule is when three or more authors are involved in proposing a taxon jointly, the citation is normally restricted to the first author and is followed by et al. As you can see in this example, there are 4 authors to the scientific name. So, it has to be cited by writing only the first author followed by et al. So, you can see here it is written as Jiring et al. The next rule is the names of 2 authors are linked by ex when the first author has proposed the name but the name was validly published by the second author. As you can see in this example, Acalypha racemosa, it was first proposed by Wallich, but it was validly published by Bellon. That's why Wall X Bell. When the name of a taxon is changed by transfer from one taxon to another or by change in the rank of the taxon, the original specific epithet is retained. The name of the original author is placed within parentheses and the name of the author who got the name changed is placed outside the parentheses. This can be seen from this example, that is Cynodon dactylon. Lin is written in bracket and pers is written outside the bracket because it was Linnaeus who first described the species as Panicum dactylon, but later on Persoon transferred it to Cynodon. So, Cynodon dactylon and Linnaeus is put in bracket and its Persoon is written outside. The names of the authors are linked using in when the first author publishes a new taxon in another author's publication. Example, Carex cashmerensis was first described by Clark, but he published it in Hooker.F, his book. Okay, so Hooker F was the author of the book, whereas Clark was the one who published Carex cashmerensis. That's why you write it as Carex cashmerensis, Clark in Hook.F. The next point, names of 2 authors are linked using amend when the second author makes some change in the diagnosis of the taxon without altering its type. Example, Philanthus, the description for this genus was given by Linnaeus, but later it was amended by Muller. So those are some of the rules of author citation. Now let us understand the importance of author citation. Author citation makes the scientific name more complete, more accurate and easily verifiable. You can understand this from this example, that is Urticularia caerulea was described by Linnaeus and it was also another plant with the same name, that is Urticularia caerulea, was described by Claris. These 2 names refer to different taxa and it would have been impossible to recognize this if the author citation was not given. So this is the importance of author citation. These are some books which I have used to prepare this module and this is the web link wherein you can read more about the rules of the International Code of Nomenclature for Algae, Fungi and Plants. Thank you.